Hello all, we are going to learn Unit 3 in online mode, and in Unit 3 we have to study about designing business data warehouse. So let's start. Let us see the content of our course. So we are supposed to study OLTP and OLAP systems, and later on we are going to see the business information warehouse. In OLTP OLAP system, we are going to see the introduction of those systems and differentiation between them. And in next lecture, we are going to see the business information warehouse. In that, we are going to see the dimensional modeling, data cubes, data cube operation, and data cube schemas. So let's start with OLTP and OLAP systems. What is OLAP system? It is nothing but the online analytical processing. It is defined as a software tool which is providing the analysis of a data for business decision. It allows user to analyze the database information from multiple database systems at one time. Example, you can take any system like the product sale, like the use of product with the previous data and the student data. In short, the OLAP means the online analytical processing is used to define the business strategies. Means, for example, suppose if you have a bookstore and you have a database, this is a database for 2018 and this is a database for 2019. And now you want to build a database for 2020. So in this database, what you have two types of data. One is demand and another is supply. So this kind of database you are supposed to make for 2020 for your business. In supply, whenever user is coming for some book, and if you have that particular book, you are going to sell that book, so we can call supply as a sale also. And but how to keep those books? Means for keeping those books, we are supposed to consider the database for 2018 and of 2019. Means suppose a book XYZ is having a demand, more demand in 2018 as well as 2019, so he may decide to keep this book for 2020 and consider the another book ABC. If there is a no demand in 2018 and 2019, you may think to skip that book in 2020. So this is a simple strategy of keeping the books based on the likings and dislikings of the people of his area. So we can say that it provides a platform for new business strategies, and also it provides business solutions. Now these are two different things. I will say the first one, the new business strategies, and the second one is the business solutions. Now what is the difference between the strategies and the solution? It's quite simple. What you are supposed to do means what books I have supposed to keep comes under the new business strategies, and the books which I am not able to sold in 2018 and 2019, how can I sell these books in 2020? How can I increase my sale with those books is defined as a business solution. So definitely the OLAP system is going to provide all these things, and with some limitation, like it requires some modeling and structure. Means definitely when you're doing some analysis, you are supposed to have a normalized data, you're supposed to have a modeling structure, then only you can go with the OLAP system. And the next thing is we require the high amount of interactions between the different platforms and departments. You cannot say that the book ABC is having a low demand from 10 tuples or 10 records. You're supposed to have at least 1000 number of records. Then only from those records you can select which is for you and which is not for you. Means therefore you can analyze those data and you can work with that particular data. So this is all about the OLAP system. And now let's move to the OLTP system. The OLTP system is nothing but the online transaction processing. It supports the transaction oriented application in 3-tier architecture. The 3-tier architecture may be anything like customer, product and the data, or the customer, software and the data. Anything can possible. It depends on the transactional operation. It is not used for the analysis. It is defined for the transactional operations. Example is a banking system and hotel management system. Means for 2020 we are supposed to use the OLAP system and we are supposed to consider a data of 2018 and 2019, but with the OLTP system we are creating 2020 which will be for 2021. So we are going to analyze 2020 for defining 2021. So we are going to perform a transactional operations for 2020. Definitely it performs the daily transactions and it widens the customer base of an organization by simplifying the individual processes. But if OLTP system faces some hardware failure, you can lose the data or the online transaction gets severely affected, and also many people can access the same data from different locations, so it is always going to produce the unprecedented situation. This is the architecture of OLAP. Initially you are supposed to define the business strategy, then it is converted into the business process, and then it is stored according to database. Then actual transactional process is going to happen, and then you are going to generate the OLAP or generate the database which is stored in the data warehouse and data mart, and again that database is used for the analysis for the OLTP. So you can say that OLTP is the input for OLAP and OLAP is the input for OLTP. So there is a circle, means 1 2 3 4 5 6. At 4 you are going to enter into the OLAP, which are going to provide the information to OLAP, as well as at the number of 6 you are going to provide the information from OLAP to OLTP. So definitely this is a circle, so you can say that OLTP is the input for the OLAP and the OLAP is the input for the OLTP. So you are going to make the transactions and those transactions are converted as an input for the OLAP, and OLAP is going to make the analysis and which is going to be input for the OLTP. So this is in detail the business enterprise strategies, the strategies that deal with the issue that affect the organization as whole. Business process, actual process, the customer, these are customer orders and the products, these are database. The ETL process, it separates the data from various RDMA structure. Actual transaction is done over here. Later on after the transaction, the data where you are supposed to store the data in the data mart or the data warehouse, and later on the mining, the analytics is done for decision making and for your organization growth. This is again OLAP versus OLTP. One is considered as a business process, that is the OLTP, and another is considered as a business data warehouse. Now let's see the difference between the OLTP and OLAP with some kind of parameters like the process, characteristics, the functionality, methods, query, table, source, data integrity and response time. OLTP both are online processes, but OLTP is a transactional process and OLAP is a analytical process. OLTP have a large number of short online transactions, but the OLAP have large number of volume of data. The functionality, both are working with the online database system, but one is going to modify the data whereas one is going to fire a query and find out the information. OLTP use a traditional database, whereas OLAP use a data warehouse. For OLTP, we are going to insert the data, we are going to update the data, we are going to delete the data. But for OLAP, we are going to use a select operation. Most of the time select operation, but definitely sometimes we are supposed to update the data also. The OLTP, the tables in OLTP databases are usually normalized, but in OLAP you are collecting a data from different sources, so it is not normalized as always. The OLTP, the source, it is itself is a source, but for the OLAP the OLTP is the source, because we are going to make a business decisions with the help of OLAP. So you can say that you are not going to convert directly OLAP into OLTP, but OLTP is directly converted into the OLAP, because a data which is used for the 2020 is used for the analysis for 2021. Therefore, the source OLTP is going to work as a source for itself, while OLAP has to come from OLTP. The data integrity must be maintained in both of the cases. In OLTP database, the data quality is always detailed and organized. The case is not possible in OLAP. Both cases are quite useful, but one is for the fundamental business sake and another is for the analysis. In OLTP, we are going to allow the read and write operations, but in OLAP, only read and rarely write operation. OLTP is a market-oriented process, while OLAP is a customer-oriented process, because you are going to deal with the analysis. For OLTP, the queries in this process are standardized and simple, but in OLAP, you are supposed to retrieve the data, so the queries are quite complex. The complete backup of data is combined with incremental backups. The OLAP only need a backup from time to time, and the backup is not important as compared with OLTP, because it is just like an analysis. You're supposed to design the data according to the OLTP, but we don't have such a subject-oriented, means we have a subject-oriented database for the OLAP. The user is quite same, but actually the end user is quite different. So definitely OLAP is being used by the managers and CEOs to make the analysis. The OLTP is made for the real-time business operation, whereas it is OLAP is made for the analysis of business measures. For OLTP, the transaction throughput is a performance metric, while in OLAP the query is over there. We have thousands of users in OLTP, while we have the hundreds of users in OLAP. So definitely you have the less number of users in OLAP. For the productivity, it helps to increase the user self-service and productivity, but it is OLAP is used for the business solutions. Historical data is a main challenge in OLTP, but we require it in OLAP servers. OLTP is used for the fast result, but the same case is not for the OLAP. OLTP is easy to create and maintain, but OLAP is not so much easy to create and maintain. And OLTP is designed to have the fast response time, low data redundancy, and is normalized, but the same case is not in OLAP, because we are going to use a data warehouse. So this is all about the OLTP and OLAP systems. In next lecture, we are going to see the designing the business information warehouse. Thank you. Thanks a lot.